What's up, Tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be your review for Legendary Season 1, Episode 4. So this is called the Wild Wild West Ball. This is a cash ball. So there are 3 categories in tonight's ball, and in all 3 categories, the winning house can win a cash prize. So this is outside of the grand prize at the end of the competition. This is something they can take home tonight, use it however they want to use it. And so the first category, the guest judge is Nicole Tarntarelia. I didn't know him, so I don't know. He's an actor. I don't know him. Lord, I can't read my own handwriting, child. So the first category is called Come Up and See Me, and it's a spinning category. So of course every person that's walking is gonna has to have some sort of spin element to it. So the first house was Balmain, and theirs was sick. I loved their it was a dress, and he came out twirling, and as she twirled, the dress came undone. And then it was a more form-fitting dress. I loved it. I thought it was a sick entrance, right? Then we had Ebony. Ebony, they actually had a cute little shtick. Their person had a red wig, had a whole Jessica Rabbit thing going, had the red cascading wig with this emerald green dress. But their twirl was the fact that this person could do baton. And I was like, okay, I like it. So that was cool. Gucci had this gold outfit, but there was no twirling. Like, I was waiting for the twirl, and the judges agreed because shocked. Lavigne, y'all know I'm House of Lavigne, and I'm just Lavigne, whatever. Y'all know how I feel about them, and y'all know Mother Erica is my boo. Mother Erica came out in this long with the petticoat, very Wild Wild West esque. But she was twirling the pinafore. We don't call it an umbrella. I think that's the correct name, the pinafore, honey. And beautiful, looked beautiful. I mean, beautiful. Ninja came out. Now they had a decent concept, but it was poorly executed. It had the whole wagon wheel thing going, but I think the person walking for Ninja got too caught up in walking and forgot about the twirling part, and so Ninja got chopped. I was like, oh, Ninja. Escada had, theirs was sick too. Escada had, it was a blue dress, and it looked like a gallon, like one of those, like a gallon hat from back in the day, like the Wild Wild West hat, and then it dropped and then it turned into like this huge gallon hat, and then he proceeded to twirl. I was like, okay. So I love that. And so then they had to have the house off. So it was Balmain versus Ebony. Ebony won. It was Escada versus Lavigne. Escada won. Then it was Escada versus Balmain. Escada won. So overall, Escada won the first category, took the $5,000 charge. Tip. The second was the Sheriff of Seduction Body. So this is a category where you absolutely had to be comfortable in your skin. You had to be comfortable with who you are. Now, this is one of those things where, because I'm not necessarily, I'm not ballroom, I just have my opinion about how this whole thing went down, but let's talk about it. So the House of Lavigne, the person who walked for the house was like, that she was, first of all, she came out looking sick, okay, sickening. But she was like, I'm not the traditional body. I'm not muscular. I don't, I've got stretch marks. I got a little bit of a pouch. So I'm not, I'm not that idea. And she said, she grew up, having that self-doubt about her body. But bitch, she walked that. She looked good. Ebony, it was the house mother as well, and she did this whole bodybuilding thing where she was muscular and did push-ups on stage, and they said she had just had a baby, and I was like, baby where, bitch? Like, looked good. Balmain, looked good. Ninja, good. Had this whole gold package thing working, and I do mean package. Okay. Ninja, she again was another one who said, for a long time she dealt with body image. She was in unhealthy relationship that really took a lot of her self-confidence and made her sort of question herself. And so, but she did good as well. She did really well. And then Escada got chopped. I was like, oh. Now, I personally feel like Escada got chopped because Escada because Law chopped Escada, okay? And I really feel like I felt some kind of way about Escada being chopped because Escada was thicker. He wasn't fat, but he was a little thicker. He wasn't that muscular bodybuilder. He didn't look like the other guys, but he was very confident in who he was. But when he got chopped, he was like, yeah, I wasn't surprised I got chopped. He's like, matter of fact, I was out there longer than I thought I was going to be. So he must be used to that. And I just felt some kind of way about it because I was like, wow, I feel like if it was, I don't know. I felt like Law chopped him because he didn't look like the rest of the guys. I could be wrong, whatever. That's how I felt about it. But it is what it is. If one judge say you got to go, don't matter what the reason is, you got to go. So, Lavin versus Ebony. Lavin moved forward. Then it was Gucci, Ninja, and Balmain. They went up against each other. Ninja moved forward. It was Ninja versus Lavin, and Lavin won the $5,000 tip. So far, Ninja's got 5,000. Lavin's got 5,000. Now the final challenge was a Mexican showcase. I'm sorry, y'all. A mannequin showcase where it was the whole house and it was runway and they had to do a mannequin piece where they had to do the whole pose, like a tableau kind of situation. Anyway. And each person told a story. So the House of Escada was first, and they had sort of like the whole Kill Bill wedding scene. And one of their members got very emotional, come to find out. He just lost his partner of 9 years, and so the whole wedding scene sort of kind of took him there for a second. He was kind of sort of feeling it, but they let him know, look, we're here for you. You gotta let us know when you're thinking, what's going on. You gotta let us know when you're feeling it, so that we can be there for you, help you deal with it. One thing I did pick up on is that Ebony is still not on the same page. The House of Ebony, they did a whole hip hop western, and they are still squabbling. They are still, dealing with what they're dealing with. And I didn't even pay attention to the other house. What other house was it that lost a member? To see if they were still a group of 4, if they had moved, or if they got the guy came back. I really didn't pay attention, so I don't know. But it did like a whole hip hop western. It was for me. I don't know. It took too long to get to the hip hop part for me. I feel like it was a lot of build up for this whole hip hop. Like if your theme was hip hop western, I feel like I should have seen more hip hop than what I saw. That's just my opinion. Gucci, they did this whole bank heist thing. And their overall performance just wasn't clean. It just wasn't clean. I mean, you saw the story, you understood the story, but it just wasn't clean. So, I don't know. Ninja did this whole 5 Bandits thing. Their performance, y'all know I don't really rock with Ninja, but their performance was my favorite performance. They did that. They came out, they looked like 5 men. They had the handkerchiefs over their face. They had the big coats. They had the cowboy hat. They did their whole mannequin pose. They did their walkout, and then they ripped off they threw the hat, they threw the handkerchief, they ripped off the dress, and they had the corset and everything. They did that. Their performance was their performance was my favorite performance, and I definitely was here for Ninja. Y'all know I gotta give credit where credit's due. What y'all know who I'm here for. But I gotta give credit where credit is due. Next was the House of Lavin, and they did a heist too. And again, I feel like their story, it took too long to build up to the performance piece. They had this whole thing where Erica came and all of them were holding diamonds, and Erica came and took the diamond out their hand, and all of that took time. Like your performance is a very short, I think it's 2 minutes. So you don't have a lot of time, and I feel like they took way too much time building up to get to the performance part, but I still think they did a decent job. But y'all know, like I said, y'all know who I love them, but I gotta be honest and call a spade a spade. Balmain, they did this whole weird pimp story thing where the person was killing her pimp and then I don't know. I don't know. It didn't. I was a little. I just didn't. I didn't understand what they were doing, and their presentation was great. They had this mask with it was a cute presentation, but they lost me on the performance and the storyline. It just lost me. Um, and the judges pretty much felt the same way. They weren't really here for Balmain. They weren't really impressed with it. Overall, though, the winner of that category was the House of Ninja, and they won $15,000. So overall, Ninja won $20,000. Lavin won $5,000. Now, when we get to Superior House, it's not based on who won the most money. It's based on who gave the overall best performance of the night. The House of Lavin won, which of course I was here for. And I would have given it to them. I would have definitely given it to, not just because I'm biased, but I definitely would have given it to them. When you look at how, that they won one category and they were finalists in in the other category. And I would have definitely given it to them. Now, the houses that were in the bottom were Balmain and I think Gucci, they said. But there were no chops. There were no chops. So nobody was chopped this week. Everybody lives to see another day. And that is episode 4, you guys. So I was here for it. It gave me what I needed. Y'all know I already told y'all the eyes that I'm looking at it through. So it gave me what I needed. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.